quite self-explanatory. You have a baseline schedule on which you need to keep updating the current status or the actuals. So that is the percentage of complete, percentage of completion, you can call it as well. It is the date up to which the project reporting system has provided the actual status. As a matter of fact, there are systems like, for example, Oracle Primavera uses the data date concept. So it on a particular day, one can check what is the status based on your percentage complete, whether you're lagging behind in the schedule or whether you are ahead of the schedule. It can be checked, and if it is behind schedule, it will also show you how long it is going to take if the same status or the same kind of a percentage of completion is going to work through it. Let me put this way, if it is a 2-day task, so which means each day 50% completion should have happened. Say for example, in 2-day task, at the end of the first day, if only just about 10% is complete, that means whereas 50% should have completed, you have completed only 10%, it is going to take much more days. It could take another 10 times of that. So instead of 2 days, it can go to 10 days. So it can show you it will take this many days, another 9 days, so totally it is 10 days. So by that, the options, the project manager has to think through the options, like adding more resources, or you can try out the compression techniques, schedule compression techniques. He can try out, bring in the additional resources, or he can plan out the fast tracking approach if that is feasible. So those things needs to be determined based on this data date. Okay. Scope creep. It's an important discussion on the scope creep. This generally happens in the project as well, because there are stakeholders. Stakeholders will always sometimes they would have forgot about a feature, and then they might ask you to provide that feature, but that is not actually captured in the scoping document. You already baselined it. Naturally, that is a scope creep, because additional feature they are requesting, customer is requesting, whereas that is not there in your scoping document. So naturally, that's a additional scope. So all this has to, if the additional scope is a minor one, and how to define a minor, a major one, it all depends on the project size, because if it's a 10-day project and if it is a 1 day of additional effort is concerned, then for a 10-day project, the 1 day is a scope creep. It requires that much time. It's almost 10% of the time. Whereas if it is a 1,000 days man days project, just one day of additional changes required might not impact the project as such. So it all depends on the complexity of the project, the size of the project. But from a definition perspective, whatever is not there in the project scope and that is going to impact your time, cost, and resources, and a schedule as well, then it's called as a scope creep. The other one is the gold plating. I think it is the explanation, it's quite self-explanatory. It is more of, from the meaning itself, it is more of providing a feature just for a goodwill of a customer. At times might not impact the scope or the schedule. Maybe even sometimes no, it's a cosmetic, could be a cosmetic change in the look and feel, might not impact really the schedule. But generally both the things, the gold plating and the scope creep, is what the project manager has to focus on and avoid as much as possible. And if that is going to, particularly if there are new scope is going to come through, generally it has to go through the change request process.